What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of Life with Any Mother. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Any Mother aka Mama Fabian, and I'd like to welcome you to the Life with Any Mother family. If you're new to this channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and join the gang. So guys, today I'm just gonna talk to you about being a toddler mom, things they did not tell you about being a toddler mom. Because let me tell you something, you think you have hacked motherhood until you become a mother to a toddler. Let me tell you why. First things first, they will test your patience. Toddlers have no limits, they have no filters, they have no care for their safety or their life at all. I'm telling you, you are constantly, and I mean constantly, fighting a losing battle every single day, because now they've reached a point. When I talk about toddlers, I'm talking about now, like for example, like Fabian is now 5 years, so the phase after 3, now 4, they now start having a mind of their own, so they can give you answers and they can, you know, basically speak their mind. So they will test your patience, and they because they're still like being curious and they're still exploring a lot, they end up doing things that you're like, okay, why are you doing this? And they always have an answer for everything that you ask them. So let me tell you one thing I've learned about being a toddler mom. I'm very patient. I think this is why I'm even in my job in the first place, because the patience that I have is just beyond this world. My son, he's, especially with boys are very, how do I explain it? They're very rowdy. Yeah, so they're very rowdy and they're all over the place and they're very curious. So it makes me, like, I want him to explore and be himself, but at the same time, I do want him to have morals, I want him to have values, and I want him to know, like, when not to cross boundaries and when, like, it's okay to do something. So patience will be tested. Second thing, toddlers will say anything and everything. It doesn't really matter what it is, they speak their mind. And let me tell you something, if you want your relationship to work, tell your partner, I need you to have the honesty. I need you to have the honesty of a toddler. That's what your partner needs. Otherwise, that's the reason your relationship is not working. The most truthful people I've ever met in my life. Let me tell you something, Fabian will tell you the truth, facts, the way that they are, whether you feel bad or not. He's speaking his mind, which is a good thing. Like, they're very expressive, they're very willing to, like, speak basically what they feel without really caring about what everyone around them thinks, which is, I feel like it's such a good thing, because you'll find like Fabian will tell me things like Mama, please, and he'll even say, please, Mama, please don't kiss me today. Or he'll be like, Mama, Mama, you have not showered. Mama, you're smelling, you know, like stuff like that. Like, the best thing I love about Fabian is that he doesn't like picking sides. Like, he'll speak his mind, but when you tell him to choose something, he always prefers to maintain like a level ground. He doesn't want to choose one thing over the other. So I find like he really uses a lot of thought process before he does something, or a lot of thought process before he says something. But they really speak their mind. Like, Fabian will never ever hide anything from me. Like, he says everything. If something happens in school, he will say it. If something happens at home, he will say it. If something happens with his friends, he will say it. Like, he doesn't shy away from saying the truth, which is a beautiful thing. But sometimes it's just, you know, you need somebody to like kidogo. And it becomes like adults, I came to realize, like, adults were the ones who corrupt our kids, because you start telling your kid to tell white lies and then they end up becoming a liar, because kids are naturally very truthful people. So that's the second thing about toddlers. Another third thing about toddlers is they eat a lot. Let me tell you something, I don't know if Fabian is going through a growth spurt. I don't know what the hell is. I have no freaking idea, but this kid can eat. I don't know if it's just me, I don't know if it's just my child, but these kids eat. Hey, like, you move from putting for them like cocoa melon, or putting for them like movies on iPad so that they can be able to eat. You move from that, and then now you come to a point where it's like you need to chill. Can you stop eating the way you eat? Because for me, it's a lot, you guys. Like, he'll wake up in the morning, he'll have breakfast because he wakes, even if like school is closed, he'll normally wake up at like 7:30, 8 latest, has his breakfast. By the time we get to 10, after 10 nisana, 9:30, 10, this guy is already asking for a snack, so you have to give him a snack around that time. Before you get to lunchtime, he will ask for another snack. Lunchtime, he eats. After lunchtime, a snack. Before dinner, a snack. Dinner. And then after dinner, another snack. And when I say a snack, I mean like anything from a sandwich to actual snacks like crisps to fruits to yogurt, as in these kids can eat. And I think that's where they get the energy to be disrespectful and tell you, no, don't touch me, or no, don't kiss me, I don't want to be kissed in front of my friends. Yes, that's where they get that energy, but they eat. Toddlers can really eat a lot, and that is another thing that I've come to notice about Fabian. Like, he eats so much, and I'm not complaining, but it's like, it really amazes me because he went from being a picky eater to now he just eats everything, like everything with spice, everything with chili, like literally everything. He does not pick, of which I'm so happy about that, because personally I am a very picky eater, so I'm glad he didn't take that side of me. Another thing about toddlers is they have a mind of their own. You will not dress Fabian like they think like they're the fashionistas of this world. Fabian will say something and he'll be like, I want this outfit, like I want this trouser, I want this shirt. And he's always been like that, but as he grows older and as he continues to know like himself and his personality, like he really loves dressing himself, which I find to be very interesting. Like, he'll say something and be like, now he's in that phase of wanting Spider-Man, Batman, and mostly Spider-Man. So of late he's been asking me and his dad for like Spider-Man suits, and let me tell you, it's been hell, because it's like, you didn't buy me a Spider-Man suit, I want a Spider-Man suit. You didn't buy me, like, it's always, did you buy me the Spider-Man suit? Why didn't you buy the Spider-Man suit? I told you I want a Spider. So yeah, he's reached that phase of wanting to dress like superheroes. I think he even told me like I'm a superhero. I think he told me that. So they really love playing dress up. I'm really enjoying that. But another thing I'm not enjoying is the tantrums that come with toddlers. Let me tell you something. No matter how well behaved your kid is, because Fabian is very well behaved, that kid will throw a tantrum. Especially if they feel like their needs are not being met, they will throw a tantrum for sure. So, and the tantrums are not a ile tantrum ati utanibembeleza unipatie sit. No, it's the type of tantrum that needs you to sit him or her down and tell the toddler, like, you know what, I'm sorry, like, I apologize, like, I did this wrong. Like, like Fabian is at a stage where if I do something wrong, I have to tell him, like, Fabian, I'm sorry, because he catches feelings for real. Like, he won't talk to you. He'll be like, no, mom, you did this wrong, and you really have to apologize, which is such an amazing thing, because it teaches him accountability. It teaches him that, people can just do you wrong and like walk all over you and not say anything about it or not do anything about it. So I make it a point to apologize to him anytime that I do something wrong. About toddlers, they will not let you this is another thing, they will not let you forget if you make a mistake, and they will make sure to announce to the whole world what you did to them, how you did it, when you did it, why you did it, if you apologize, the nitty-gritties of everything. Back to, they're very truthful. That backs up that point. They will say everything that you have done to them. So if you have a toddler right now, please be apologizing to your kids, because when they go to school, they go and tell teacher, by the way, mom pushed me, by the way, mom did this, by the way, mom didn't tell me sorry, by the way, dad did this, dad didn't buy me a Spider-Man. They will say everything. So with toddlers, you really have to be careful, because they are at a stage where they actually comprehend everything that's happening. They try and understand the dynamics, because now their brains are actually, how do I say it, they're growing. So they're at a stage where they are finding themselves more, like I said before. So they're at a stage where they're developing their own character, and the people that are around them and the people that surround them help to build that character, because they pick from these people like specific behaviors that they see grown-ups do, and they now mold those behaviors to become their own behavior. So it's very important that as a parent to a toddler, especially the ages between 5 to 8, when they're developing like their cognitive abilities and stuff like that, that you're able to, as a parent, like make sure that you instill the right values and the right discipline and the right, you know, words, and you speak the right words to your kid. You know, you give them the motivation that they need. One thing I appreciate about the toddler phase is that you can be able to communicate very well to your child, and they can be able, for as long as you've taught them, like you've given them a safe space to project their feelings, or a safe space to talk about how that they feel, they will make sure, like, it's a phase where you're in very good communication with your child, and you're able to understand where they're coming from, you're able to understand what's bothering them, because they won't just cry na unampatia nyonyo na hiyo story inaisha hivyo. They've actually reached a point where they can speak exactly about how they feel, why they feel it, what made them feel the way that they feel. And it's such an amazing phase that you really get to enjoy. And at the same time, it's been a very hard phase, especially to be able to transition from like being home every day with him to now like I'm not there as often as he was used to me being there, which is anyway, it's a story for another day. It's a video for another day that I'll definitely do for you guys as to how he's transitioning and stuff like that. He's been very understanding of me going to work, but he has expectations. Like right now, he's expecting me to come back with a Spider-Man suit. So please pray for me. Toddlers, they imagine their parents are the richest people on earth because they want everything. They want you to pick everything for them. Like, you will fulfill my desires. I did not ask to be born here. Basically, that's what they're saying. I did not ask to be given birth to. You brought me here, so you will give me everything that I ask for, whether you like it or not. That's a toddler for you. So yeah, on a lighter note, this was just a video. Like, I sat down and I thought about it, and I was like, this phase is actually really taking a lot from me, because it's like I have this little person who is constantly, you know, watching me and is looking up to me and has his or her own opinions. Like, he has opinions. I said, when did we get here? You have opinions? You have audacity to have... No. I'm glad God has given me a child who is very obedient, and a child who's always willing to learn, and a child who's very smart, and a child who's very gifted, and he knows that he's gifted, and he knows that he's handsome, and he knows that, you know, this is the guy that he knows everything about himself, like anajiaminia. So there's nothing that you can tell, whether you want to play with him or not. He doesn't really care. He does him, and he's very content with that. And I'm very proud that he enjoys his own space and he enjoys his own company. And you know, everything begins from self. If a child is able to maneuver everything by themselves without really needing like validation from friends, or needing, like, you know, to be around friends for him to be happy, or to be around other people for him to, you know, get through the day, it's such a good sign, and I'm happy about that. That's basically it. If you're a parent to a toddler, please write down in the comment section what has been like the most trying phase for you. What has been the most trying thing for you, or what is the one thing that has been happening at the toddler phase that you didn't expect before, and it's hitting you, and you're like, you know what, I just need a timeout. Like, tap me out from this motherhood thing, or tap me out from this parenting thing. And yeah, let's have a good laugh in the comments. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I love you. You guys are the realest. The people who make it to the end of the videos are normally my realest subscribers. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to your friends, to your family, to everyone, you know. Share. Subscribe. Make sure that you hit that bell button so that you can receive a notification every time that I post a new video. And I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. Don't forget to follow me on my social platforms, on Instagram and on TikTok. I share the same username all over Wendy Mother, and I'm actually pretty active. Thank you so much for tuning into my video. Don't forget to live, love, be anything that you want to be. Hey guys.